Hey softball fans, the wait is over. Bob and I have decided that we're going to go ahead and give you everything we know. What are we
more
doing?
secrets, everything we know about bats and what can be done to a bat, we're going to show you how to do it.
What I've got here is a Launch 510, and a guy has asked us to shave it for him. First thing we're going to do is we got to get the end cap off. You can't get to the inside with the end cap on, so this is how we get her done. Okay, we put her in your big vise, and we just start cranking it down. Good gosh, hold on.
So, some of you guys may need a breaker bar, even with a vise this big, it still can be a little bit hard to do.
If you get it right out there towards the end, you can actually, get a gap. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Now we got a big gap in the plug here, the end plug. So let me get the screwdriver.
Now this is really important because you got to be really careful about taking this cap off and not to mess up these edges. So you on a really cheap bat 1 or 2 times before you get down. Once you get it, a couple times, really easy to do.
Now let me show you also how much we're squeezing this thing. Now see, this also doubles as a squeezing, vicing. We're doing it all, right? Ain't that right, Bob?
I mean, most people call it rolling now, but back in the day, we used a vise, and you would vise it down, turn it, vise it down again.
Now look how much we got that thing
we're
squeezed.
taking that down, and you can actually see the gap in here between the end cap and the bat.
All right, so let me get the camera set back up.
Now it's just a matter of finishing getting that end cap out of there. Nice big screwdriver. Don't use those little dinky ones. They don't work real well.
Beat that sucker like. Well, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, sometimes you make small mistakes, but even the guys that know what they're doing will make small mistakes.
See what happened? I didn't have that screwdriver at the right angle. I should have been going more at an angle like this.
It happens.
So, well, luckily we can probably get another end cap off of eBay.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
yeah. If you mess up an end cap, then just go to the bay. They're easy to find.
One of the deals when we're having an end cap that's got problems like that is we get the torch.
Yeah, sometimes you have to apply a little bit of heat. That'll loosen it up. Just go ahead and pull that thing right out of there.
And here's the other thing too. Screw that bowling stuff. That bowling stuff takes too much time. We're going to put some serious heat on here real quick and get her done quickly. All right, let me, you hold that right there. Just in case, you always have a fire extinguisher handy.
Yeah, safety first. I'll always be prepared for disasters. You never know when something bad is going to happen. Like somebody putting the screwdriver in wrong and going through the end cap rather than pulling the end cap out. It happens. While Steve was over there looking for a fire extinguisher just in case we have another small accident, we could actually take a breaker bar on this thing and squeeze this thing down another, you could probably get another ½ inch on this thing if you really got you a good 4-foot breaker bar on there, slip it right over the handle, yank that thing up. You can almost squeeze this thing flat if you really try hard enough.
All right. Oh yeah, hey, listen, we got some serious heat here now. One thing that you want to be careful, you don't want to catch this sucker on fire because that paint, that'll. this up a little bit. You know, and make sure you heat down the barrel a little bit, you know, because that glue inside.
Yeah, I think it's good now.
All right, now we can probably squeeze her on down. Get this sucker. Oh, look at there. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Pops right out. Piece of cake.
Pops right out.
Now don't worry too much about the scorch marks on the end of the bat. You can go to any Five and Dime store, Walmart, anything. Get you some modeling paint. You can touch it up. Nobody will ever know the difference. Just make sure you use that clear paint over the top of it once you touch it up, so that it'll look nice and just like new. All right, guys.
Now that we got the end cap out of it, like we said, don't worry about this. This stuff, nah, it'll be all right. The one thing you want to make sure of is that you, well, crap. Well, I didn't want that.
No.
You know, besides having claw marks from the vise, I've done cracked this bat. But what do we tell everybody? It's the first thing you do before you doctor bats. What do you tell them?
You tell them I'm not responsible for any damage that may be done while I'm working on this bat. Never take responsibility. It's always their fault.
Yeah, you can see I got, not only do I have vice marks, but I've cracked that bat right there, see? And that's just nothing. Now listen, see this, all that stuff, don't worry about that. We just sand it a little bit, get some gold paint, and we're good to go. Man, I cracked it on that side too. You can see there's a crack there. This guy's gonna be ticked off, but the good thing is, I'm bigger than him.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets mad, I ain't worried about it. He wanted his bat doctored, we're doctoring it right up. So here, what do we do when we have a cracked bat, Bob?
We super glue.
Super glue.
Super glue in that crack, it's clear, you'll never see it. Never even know it's ever been cracked.
So it may bust later, but hey, listen, we'll tape it off, coat that thing with super glue, and it'll look like brand new.
Yep.
All right? So hold tight here real quick and, anyway, we can make this thing look good as new. We're not worried about it. We will need a new end cap though.